Hi there, this is Dr. Rita-Marie Loscalzo. You caught me in the middle of a workout. I'm here to talk to you about one of my favorite subjects, which is exercise. And I work with a lot of people. I coach people on being healthy and vibrant and on their nutrition, and exercise is part of that healthy lifestyle plan. And you'd be surprised at how many people are just so into eating well, and they're on this great diet, and they come to see me and they're wondering why they're not getting the results that they aspire to. And I ask them about their exercise, and they're not doing it. And it happens a lot with thinner people. People who have a lot of weight to lose tend to know that they need to exercise in order to lose that weight. But thinner people think, well, I'm eating a good diet, I'm thin, there's no reason for me to exercise, or I don't have time for exercise, it's not that important. And let me tell you, it is. You need to be working out 5 days a week minimally and getting a really good sweat going, getting your cheeks so that they're flushed and there's sweat pouring off of you. It helps with your circulation, it helps with detoxification, helps with hormone balance, and definitely with your weight tendency to weight loss and gain. So what I want to show you is a way that you can incorporate exercise into your daily diet without having to think about, oh my God, I have to go to the gym for 45 minutes 3 times a week and it takes so much time, or I've got to get out there and go for a jog or a walk. Is walking good enough? So I'm going to show you something that you can incorporate. And this doesn't replace aerobic exercise, but you don't have to be doing the 40-minute walk things 7 days a week. You can cut that back to, say, 3 days a week, and on alternate days do these burst trains. And this is a great way to exercise when you don't have a lot of time and you just want to fit some exercise into the day. Say your weekends are when you really have the time, and during the week you're working, you can fit this in throughout the day. And it's called burst training. And it's called burst training because we're doing it in short bursts, very, very intense. And it's not the kind of intensity where, well, you get your heart rate up a little bit and, and oh, that was nice. No, it's the intensity where when you reach the end of that 30 seconds, 45, 60 at the most, you're like, gasping, and there's no way you could have continued with that pace. And then you either slow it down or you take a break. The beauty of the burst training is you can do it in discrete bursts. It doesn't have to be, do a big heavy burst and then do some light jogging in between. Do a heavy burst and do light jogging in between. Although that's a great strategy, and that's what I do when I'm out running now. I don't just go for a 45-minute run. I incorporate the bursts with that, and it gives it advantages. But you can just do this. You're sitting at your desk, you're working, you can get up and do burst trains. I've had people in office buildings go to the staircase and on their breaks and just take a break every couple of hours and go to the staircase and run up and down a couple of times. So there's so many ways you can do it. I'm going to show you 3 or 4 of them today. The first one is one of my favorite little machines. It's called an X-Icer. It's like a mini stair climber. And you basically get on it, and it looks pretty easy. Most people can't balance like this. It does take a little bit of effort. It also is really good for your core because you have to tighten up in your core to do this. And then I just start with, a little bit of a normal. I don't want to just jump right into intensity. And I build up to it. And after I've gotten a little bit of burn going in my legs from doing this, then I step up the intensity a notch. And you do it for 30 seconds. And then you can either just go back to slow, or you could get off completely and go about your business. I leave this here at the bottom of my stairs so that whenever I'm coming down to refill my water glass or get something to eat, I stop and I do a burst. And you should feel like this after, like, wow, my heart is racing. The ideal is to get your heart rate to within 50 points, or right close to your max, right at your VO2 max, which is your age, 220 minus your age. So whatever that is, you want to get really close to that heart rate, but you're only keeping it up for 30 seconds. Advantage is it elevates your growth hormone, which is important for burning fat, laying down lean muscle. It also helps to keep your tissues alive and young. It's kind of an anti-aging hormone. It helps you to burn excess calories. And then it helps to keep your levels of insulin down. And insulin is an important hormone, but most people, because of the processed foods they're eating, tend to have really high levels of insulin throughout the day, and when insulin levels are high throughout the day, it stores fat, which is probably the opposite of what you want to do. And if you're very, very skinny, a good way to do it is to not do bursts and to just eat all day long so you keep your insulin levels up. But that's not good for you in other ways, so I'm not advising that. So let's show you another way that you can do burst training. I've got this little, very nice, inexpensive unit. I think we got it at Target or Walmart or one of those places. You can get it at any Sports Authority or Academy, which is a local store here, or any sports place. And this isn't one single unit. If you get more advanced, you'll get a second unit and raise it up a little bit. But this is a just great place to do bursting. And you're just going up and down the stairs. It's kind of like jogging in place, only you've got to lift, and it causes contraction of your quads. And you just step up the pace. And I'm not going to go for the full 30 seconds, but you get the idea. And you just keep going until you have your heart rate up and you're out of breath. Easy enough to do. You can make that a little bit more challenging by getting something, a weight that you can hold in your hands while you're doing it. This is a medicine ball. You could also do it with dumbbells where you hold them in your hands while you're doing it. And you just, this makes it a little bit harder. You have to work a little bit harder. You're more likely to get your weight, your heart rate up if you do it this way. Another way to do it is with a staircase. If you have a staircase in your house, you can run up and down your stairs. If you live near a school where they have the bleachers out on the field, you can run up and down the bleachers. You can do jumping jacks. What else can you do? Anything that would be exerting, preferably that uses your full body. Lots of things you can do. An exercise bike, and just go for 30 seconds intense. Any kind of exercise equipment, the ellipticals, etc. So if you have access to that equipment that's sitting collecting dust in your home, pull it out, go do it, and incorporate exercise into your life. Exercise is critical for good health. It's a key factor in keeping you young, keeping you slim, keeping you strong. And don't let this fool you. Some people are thin. They're like pretty much at their normal weight for their height. And when we look at their body composition, they're way too much fat. So it's a very common problem I see. It's like people who are thin who are really have excess fat. And big part of it is the way they're exercising or the lack of exercising. So it's important to just be lean, fit, energetic, have good blood sugar handling, and exercise is your ticket. And one other advantage, it lifts your mood. They've done studies with people and they've put exercise head-to-head with antidepressant medication, exercise won. And this is on mild states of depression. I'm not talking about somebody who's suicidal. Obviously see your doctor if you have any serious depression issues, but exercise is really, really important for lifting your mood, making you feel happy and focused and energetic and strong. And with all those benefits, why not do it? So get your ball out or get on your staircase and get some burst training done. This is Dr. Rita Marie Loscalzo. It's been a joy to present this information to you.